Hello guys, welcome back to S3D. And I think I said somewhere in the past I was gonna do a video on this figure. Well, unfortunately, this figure at this moment is still pretty hot on the aftermarket, so I don't think I'm really interested in opening this. I actually just sold this figure to my friend Rob. I think he's already got like 15 of these. But yeah, the guy's obsessed about G.I. Joe classifieds and Army building these bats. But anyway, I don't actually know how many of them he have actually opened. I might just go borrow one of his open ones and maybe do a review on it. But I can tell you, I think this figure is somewhat overrated. Basically every review that I seen on this Cobra bat figure, everybody's saying like this guy is just amazing, absolutely amazing, the best G.I. Joe classified figure ever. Um, I don't know if that's 100% accurate. Let me tell you some aspect of it that I think it looks good, and some aspect of it I think that's overrated. Now, of course, I can't access the articulation since I can't open this figure, but I can tell you about the overall detailing on this figure and maybe the paintwork. From what I've seen so far, the paint seems pretty clean. This guy does look like he has some QC issue on the chest. I don't think that is part of the sculpt. I think that's just some paint error on the chest area. But for what it is, the paintwork is actually pretty clean. Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of paint, but whatever he has is actually pretty clean. The yellow is nice, the silver, and that chest plate, pretty nice. The arms are not painted; those are just plastic. We got some silver paint apps on the belt buckle and the strap, and then we got some on the boots, but they are not very well painted. You can see they just paint the top of it. They leave the lower section just yellow. That looks kind of ridiculous, right? Yeah, of course, when you're buying Hasbro products, you're not expecting premium quality paintwork. These are not premium action figures by any means. This guy, they do give you a lot of value though. You got an interchangeable head. You got 3 interchangeable, I guess, pieces, arm pieces, weapon, and then you get chest plates, which are very different from what we are used to when it comes to the old G.I. Joe figures. The old Cobra bats, even the modern version, doesn't have interchangeable chest plates. Not to my knowledge. I know there's a damaged one that you can remove the cover, but I don't think that there's ever ones that give you like these covers for the chest piece, which is nice. So now you can have 3 different looks. You can have the exposed chest circuitry, or you can have a battle damaged one, and then you can have an undamaged one, which is very nice. And yeah, definitely like the swappable heads. So the paint on this figure, yeah, there's not there isn't a lot of paint. Basically, they save all their money, uh, on the paint work and give us accessories. Believe it or not, paint work actually takes a long time to do. So yeah, for them to cheap out the paint work, give us more accessory, I think that's a fair trade-off. So yeah, with the accessories, this guy is loaded. For the retail price of $19.99, if you can find these at retail, I would say the value on this figure is probably a 10 out of 10. That's a good part. When it comes to appearances, well, it's pretty much on par with what you would expect from a Cobra bat. So yeah, there's really not much to complain here. That damaged head actually looks really nice. It's all painted properly and everything. So yeah, appearances, I give it a 9 out of 10. You know why? I think this guy could use a little bit more paint. I think they could have made those arm parts shiny, just like the visor. If that makes sense, or maybe make it more metallic. And this guy actually have QC problems, so I can't give them a full score on that in terms of appearance. So 9 out of 10 for appearance, 10 out of 10 for value. It's pretty good value, despite the lack of paintwork. They did give us a lot of stuff, the backpack and all that. In terms of articulation, I think it's basic G.I. Joe classified articulation, which is better than most of what they can offer right now for the Marvel Legends. I think the bat actually had pinless joints for the legs. You can see those are pinless, so that's actually really good. So from what I've seen so far from the G.I. Joe classified line, I would say this articulation is pretty good, but I think they can still do better. So overall, for the articulation, I know it's so ridiculous. I'm trying to review a figure without opening it. I don't know, like 9 out of 10. So yeah, overall, this figure gets a 9 out of 10. Is it a very good figure? No, but is it a decent figure? Is it worth $19.99? Yeah, if you're into Cobra, if you like the Cobra bat. If you're into the scale, the 1/12 scale G.I. Joe classified figures, I think you should be pretty satisfied. I think this is what Hasbro should have done right off the bat. When they introduced this line, they should have just gave us a whole bunch of G.I. Joe bats, Cobra bats from the first wave, and then recolor the crap out of these bats, because they can make so many different versions. They can make the 90s version. It has a different head. I like the 90s bat, and then maybe give us like orange arms and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, they're already doing a recolor already. They announced at the same time when this thing was introduced. So yeah. You know what? If I was into this scale, I would definitely be interested in maybe keeping one just in the box. Again, you guys know I have a problem with plasticized PVC action figures, and these things are plasticized PVC. You can see the breathing holes for the plasticizer migration right there. Yeah. So yeah, also shameless self-promotion. I still need to get rid of that, so somebody could please go buy this thing on Mercari. It's super cheap. It's like $25 free shipping. I know the Shadow Cat body is only like people are selling for like $12 or something like that on Mercari. And someone told me to just buy more of the bodies from Mercari and then just keep making the customs. Except the problem is the Scarlet heads are actually hard to find. Sometimes I have to buy the whole figure in order to make this custom. And I'm actually not the only guy who made a whole bunch of these. There are other guys on eBay and forums that made these. Around the same time I made these figures. So maybe I inspire some people to make this figure or something. It's a cool custom, but this is what I'm focusing on right here. So anyway, that is pretty much it for this bogus review. I hope you guys find the information helpful. Would I consider getting more of these in the future if they go on clearance? I don't know how, but maybe Hasbro's gonna overproduce these, and people are gonna have like so many that nobody even want them anymore, and then they go on clearance. I don't know. This is a figure that is probably gonna be hard to find on clearance, at least for a year or two. Maybe in like 3 years when people are tired of this line. Yeah, and they're still reissuing these. Maybe. Who knows? Anyway, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.